Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at some new Middle-earth strategy battle game terrain preview today on the Warhammer community site. So in the video we'll have a look through the terrain up close, and they describe this as awesome new terrain, and I've got to agree, it's really good. The details are fantastic, and I think there's some really brilliant terrain for the whole Middle-earth game, and I think it could be some of the best terrain that Games Workshop do. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments section down below. So let's get started, and we'll have a look through all the images and details featured here. But when I first saw the article, I thought it was going to be something to do with Zorp, and if you've been watching his videos, he's done a collaborative build for Minas Tirith, which is just awesome. So I can highly recommend it, and I'll put a link to his channel in the description down below. But here's the first image for this brand new terrain set from Games Workshop, and yeah, this is really nicely done. This set of terrain is going to complement and fit in with the terrain released in the box set. Here's a piece of it here. This was the first time we saw it when it was revealed at the Middle-earth online preview, and this piece is actually included in the Battle of Osgiliath box set. And so when you see the pieces of terrain in there, doesn't look an awful lot, you know, it's enough to get started with for sure, and really nice that the terrain's included. But when it's out on the battlefield, it doesn't take up all that much room. So I think getting some additional sets like this are really going to transform it and complement those pieces included in the box set. The article is featuring Ray Dranfield, who's one of the designers from this set, so it's good that they actually call out the designers who work for Games Workshop and who were involved in the project, and he's talking through how he came about all the different design choices for these pieces of terrain. And it's cool to read about how they wanted to capture the essence of Osgiliath, but then obviously build the terrain so it's going to be suitable for tabletop gaming, because you want to play with this, you don't just want to look at it. The design certainly captures the vibe of the movie, and they do say that a lot of the parts on here, like the balustrades, were taken directly from the scene in Lord of the Rings Return of the King, where Gandalf and Pippin are talking on a balcony in Minas Tirith. So they're taking those architectural designs and then applying it to some of these buildings here. It's pretty cool that you can take the roof off as well, so you can get in the building. So if you wanted to use this in other games other than Middle-earth, you can certainly do that. Might be good for Dungeons and Dragons, looking at it here. And here's some close-ups now of the different features. So yeah, really nice work on the brickwork and the details on the balcony. That's pretty cool. The only thing that stands out to me here are the steps. I don't know, the models aren't going to be able to balance on those steps at all, so you're going to have to fight from the top or the bottom, but you can't really fight on the stairs. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame. It would have been nice if they could, but I guess how are you going to do that? It's all right doing it with like wooden stairs like we've seen in Warcry, but on the stone ones that would be quite tricky, so I guess you just have to work around that. But otherwise, really nice. All the archways are great, the models are going to fit under there, and you're going to be able to move them around easily. Here's some other pieces, more ruined pieces now, and you've got lots of options. These are going to be modular, so you can put the floors together in different ways with connecting pieces, so that's good. So it looks like there's not just going to be one build of this, you can put it together in different ways. It tells us as well in the article that you can use the stairs, balustrades, and some of the floor tiles to create a bridge, and that's going to connect two buildings together, so that's really interesting. Would it be nice to see a picture of that? This piece really stood out to me as soon as I saw the picture, the Osgiliath Tower. This is so cool. So you've got to have a tower on the battlefield, and I love this idea, and it just looks brilliant. Quite simple design. You know, you could imagine building this if you've got the time and inclination to do so, but you know, if the price is right and you can get one of these and just build it, that's going to be awesome. So quick to build, and I don't think all these are going to take long to paint either. Some very simple effects and dry brushing, and that's going to go together in no time. And you've got an option to have it as the ruined dome, or you could have it as the one that's fully intact. So you've got two options there as well. So that's nice, but the ruined looks really good. But it looks good when it's built too. So again, some nice options. And I think if you're playing this in other games like Dungeons and Dragons or other skirmish games, then yeah, you've got lots of flexibility by the sounds of it. Not that long ago, I did a video about building terrain, and that's something I really want to do. I'm just finding I can't get round to doing it. And when you see things like this, it just looks so good. And there's so many other companies out there as well that make some awesome terrain. Game Mat EU is one that I could, off the top of my head, March of War, so many. And add yours in the comment section below. Share your favourite terrain company. It'd be awesome to find any new ones out there and share it with each other. But yeah, when you see products like this, it kind of puts you off almost having a go at building it when you think how easy it would be just to buy this. But of course, if you haven't got the money or you want to spend it on something else within the hobby, then building is a great option too. And these would be really good reference pieces to do that with, I think. And with channels like Zorp showing you how it's done, I think you've got lots of resources out there, so giving it a go would be quite fun. But this inspired me to go and have a look at some of the other terrain for Games Workshop, and I've always liked these lake townhouses. I thought they're great, just didn't want to spend out for them. But looking at it now, £28 for one of the houses actually seems quite reasonable. The detail on this is really cool. Whoever painted this has done a fantastic job, really brought it to life. I love all the details, the little hanging lanterns, and the boat is fantastic. There's barrels everywhere, really nice. And you can get this set of 3 that all go together, but these 2 are out of stock on there. Go to Wayland Games though, you can get the Lake House. They've got 1 in stock. I'll put a link down below with a discount code as well, so you can get hold of that. But some fantastic little sets. Here's Balin's Tomb. This would be nice to add to the game that I've covered on the channel already. There's some great pieces for Rohan. Remember when they brought out that massive kit with all the different watchtowers and the palisades, and then you've got the huts as well. This is really cool. It looks so simple. It looks like it'd be really easy to do with some coffee stirrers and some different effects for the straw on top. But again, if you can just buy it and you haven't got time to build it, then buying it is a really nice option. And then there's other sets that they've got as well, like the Goblin one. This here, again, looks really easy. I think you could certainly have a go at building this one. Then there's some little ruin pieces, so nice little scatter pieces of terrain to add around. And then this was a set that they put quite a bit of attention on. It was featured in one of the White Dwarf articles. You can see it in issue 478, and the article is all about Sinister Structures. And I really like how they kind of include how to add features to it yourself, customize it, like they've done the base work here. So I think with the Middle Earth, they really do go back to the old school modelling a little bit and give you that nostalgic feel. And here's another issue, issue 470. There was a ton of Middle Earth articles in this one. It was really nice. And I just think when you see the battle reports and all the terrain laid out for the Middle Earth, it looks fantastic. Honestly, I don't know why I'm not playing it, because I love the movies, I love the models. I should really do it. I don't know why I'm not. It's weird. But yeah, it looks great. I think if I started, I would just go crazy with the terrain and just have to get all the characters as well. Maybe that's why I haven't quite got there yet. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on the game. If you play it, let me know down below. But again, more articles on building. I wish they do more of this, because I really love the old Citadel terrain book. And they're putting elements of that here. Got a brilliant way of building a bridge and painting and everything. So yeah, really nice articles. Love to see more of those. But there we go. That's Games Workshop's new terrain revealed today for the first time. And I'd love to hear what you think about it. What do you think the price is going to be? What's your favourite piece? And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the game generally, so let me know down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and once we get more information or they bring any more terrain out, I'll certainly be covering it here on the channel if it's as good as this one. And thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and don't forget to hit the notification bell too to join me here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Game. A huge thank you to my Patreon supporters for being here right from the beginning, supporting me with these daily videos. Loads more videos to come for 2023. And if you'd like to join and support the channel, the links are down below. It'd be great to see you there.